Good morning, welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. My name is, of course, Seesaw or Chris, and today we are finally, hopefully, going to finish the Stormblood base expansion. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can, I guess, not see me necessarily, but see a darling little samurai in front of you. If you can't see, if you can't hear, let me know in the comments, or the chat, I guess, and we'll fix that, but I figured we'd get things started. We do have two people in our party so far, so we are looking for one more brave soul to join us for the first dungeon. If you are a Tiny Blue Crew member and you want to join us, let me know. I'll get you in. If you're a viewer and you want to join us and we don't have any other Tiny Blue Crew members that are interested in joining, I'm more than happy to join that person as well, so if you're on, give me a whisper. I will probably wait until about 10 o'clock to see if we're going to get any other Tiny Blue Crew members. We also do have a trial after this, so what we'll do, if we do have a ton of people who want to play today, we will do the 3 people for the dungeon, and then we'll try and fill the trial with anyone who hasn't done the content yet, or hasn't done the dungeon, I guess. However, if we need people, we'll just take the people from the dungeon as well, because they're already here as well, so that's kind of the plan. I know it's a little messy whenever we're trying to get people in, and it's done live as opposed to like a pre-planned sign-up sheet. But it's pretty hard to plan even one event, let alone a dungeon back-to-back with a trial. But yeah, so that's the information piece. Let's take a look at chat. We got Olaf here. He says, hey, I get to catch you this week. Awesome. I'm glad to have you here. Branson says, hey, right back at you. Zakuro says, hope you enjoy the finale. I'll be watching and judging. Poor Zakuro could not join this week. He was in our dungeon group last week, and for those who were at that stream, Xenos activated the internet kill switch on my address and took down the stream. After about 6 attempts at restarting the stream, I had to call it. It was the first time I've ever not been able to recover from a technical issue in a stream and had to actually postpone the stream, so it kind of sucked that way. I do appreciate how understanding everyone is. I know I can't control the internet, but it is, you know, when you go to the effort of planning out an event, having people vote on it, getting there, and then it kind of like flopping at the end, it does feel bad. The only good news is we did play for about an hour and a half before it happened, which is usually our stream length, so it wasn't too bad that way. With regards to the length of this stream, we will be once again playing for at least 90 minutes. If we need more time to finish things off, we will do it, but I think we'll actually probably be ahead of schedule since we are splitting this into 2. If we do get to the end of Stormblood with enough time, I'm actually very interested in queuing in for my first round of the new PvP mode to do on stream, but I'm not going to overpromise anything in case we take too long. We got some more people in chat here. Northern says hello. Hello, Northern. I see you are in our party, which is awesome. Yurko, glad to see you here. Glad to hear you can hear me. Karaman, we hear you as well. I believe you're Icebun as well, and you're in our group. I'm starting to learn names from chat to in-game, which is good. Paolo says, all good. Branson says, if you could delay the stream by a few months, I'll data center jump over and join up. Yeah, I'm sorry, Branson, but as soon as the data center jumping is available, we are doing an alliance raid, and we're getting as many people into that raid as possible. We're doing the Heavensward one, so we're going to do a nice fun celebration when that's a thing, because it's been something we've been waiting for a while. Northern says, I have Discord, your stream, and Formula 2 sprint race going on. Well, there you go. You got a few things going on. That's a good point, though. If you are running the content, either the dungeon or the trial, and you want to talk with other Tiny Blue Crew members, there are sometimes a few people in the Discord. I won't be in the Discord for this one, as we're not doing a terribly hard mode, I don't think. Though we might try and do minimum eye level for the trial, so we'll consider that. Zirka says, controlling the internet is a superpower everyone wants. Branson says, yeah, you'll probably be fine on time. Branson says, ooh, PvP would be fun. Karaman, that's me, smiley face. Oh yeah, so you're the iced bun. Yurko, so excited to do the Shadow of Mac Alliance raids with the whole TPG community after the data center travel comes out. Is that the name of the Heavensward one? This tells you how little I know. And it's unfortunate too, because I've been waiting to review Heavensward until I did all of the Alliance raid and like Alexander raid, and that was probably a bad decision because it's now like a year and a bit since I finished the the expansion. I think with Stormblood you'll hear a bit of an early review from me earlier on. I'm learning from my mistakes. We do just have 1 more minute until 10 o'clock on my screen. That's when we will start things up. If there is anyone else who wants to join for the dungeon, do give me a whisper. I'd say by, let's call it 10:03, we'll probably queue in, just to get things rolling. And to get out of this, like, constant cheering and battle noises, because it feels like I'm just inside a war inside my room, which I know is the effect, but when you're trying to talk calmly to a stream with people, not exactly the best sounds to hear. I'm like constantly looking around to see if I'm getting attacked or something. Caraman says, yeah, that should be fun. And yes, it is the Heavensward Alliance raid. Yeah, see, my knowledge of the game is shocking at best for someone who's played this many years. I think my video for like my review of Stormblood is going to be something like, you know, spending a year and a bit playing Stormblood, but what are my thoughts? Because like I do think one of the reasons I've been able to enjoy each of these expansions and all of the moments so much has been the pace at which I go. But it has been a very weird situation where I'm someone who's played Final Fantasy for, what is it, like 3 years now at least? Maybe 4 almost? And I'm still, you know, a sprout. I don't know a lot. There's a ton I don't know. So it's a really weird situation that way. I think it's particularly weird because like my free company is always like, hey, Seesaw, want to do this, want to do that. I'm like, oh, I'm just learning about the game still. Don't worry. But they're so welcoming. This is the only game where I log in, and I get people, like a ton of people in the guild saying, hey, welcome, Seesaw. Like, it's so nice, so nice. Zirko says, did we do the warring triad for Heavensward? I don't know what that is either. I think there's more to do then. There might be more to do. That's okay. We'll do it all. Kerman says, I don't think so. If you did, it was before I was ready to join in. Yeah, I don't think I did. It doesn't sound familiar. I think the only post-Heavensward content was the Alexander trial, or raid. The raid, I guess it's raid. The amount of, like, variations of content in this game does get a bit confusing. Warding triad is the trials. Okay, so no, we haven't done the trials then. So we'll give it about 1 more minute, and then we are going to jump on into this. We'll do the Dungeon Finder. And if you're someone who is coming in late to the stream and you want to join us for the trial afterwards, you can make it into the game and get ready, because we'll need a bunch of people. Otherwise, we might try and get the Party Finder to see if we can do a min-eye level trial. And if that doesn't work, then we might have to do it just normal. But we'll give it a go first. All right, I'm going to put us in queue, I think, so we can get the show on the road. Duty Finder. Right. What are we looking for is, I guess, the question. So dungeons, I would assume it is Alamigo. I don't see any whispers at this point, so we're just going to jump on in and see if our group is ready to go. Olaf says, there's always more to do. This game, there is like an infinite amount of content to do, and it is just wild. I really do love it. For a content creation point of view, if you're going through this slow and trying to make content from most of it, you're never going to run out of stuff. Like, it's just so much to do. I don't know. I can't say enough positive about it. Drellkig says, well, waves. They didn't say anything. They just waved at me, so I'm saying hello, but I am waving too. I don't know why. You can't see it. I'm doing it for myself. But welcome, Drellkig. Oh, we got a Duty Finder pop. Nice. All right. So, for those who were here last time, we did do the first 2 bosses, I think, of this dungeon. So, You would hope this means that I'm going to do a lot better this time, but it you might be surprised to learn how little I actually retain from dungeon to dungeon. Even in you know, some of the games where I've done the endgame content, which I haven't done in Final Fantasy, but you know, your World of Warcrafts and stuff like that, and more recently New World, it takes me at least 3 to 4 times before I really feel familiar in a dungeon. But once I do get there, I get there real well. So I think it's our tank who we had join in. And we'll give it a go. It's another Sprout, which is, you know, I respect it. I love it. Go, making quick work of this. I guess the cheering continues on throughout the dungeon too. I think the biggest reward for finishing Stormblood is going to be like silence in my ears once again while playing this game. Like, don't get me wrong, if you were just a normal person going through the quests and like, you know, completing it pretty quickly, it would add a lot of atmosphere, which would be nice. But if you're someone like me who tried to stream this and then had to come back and now is dealing with it all over again, it is less than ideal. Yurko says, okay Seesaw, I expected absolute perfection on boss 1 and boss 2, every mechanic done flawlessly, no getting hit. Well, maybe it will happen, Yurko. And you were the one who would expect it, because you're always the one who gives me like a rundown of the mechanics afterwards and what I should have done better, which I appreciate, to be clear. But you're the one who would be watching. Oh, I shouldn't have done the single target one. That was a goof. Oh, we have our new AoE. Let's do it. Yeah, like that. Do some slicing. And then what was pointed out to me on the first time through is that there's actually a lot of background characters that you see fighting back here, which is really cool. It kind of is a dungeon that weaves in all of the members of this story. Farrell says, oh, I made it to the stream. Nice. Nice to have you here, Farrell. Drekleg says, final... Ooh, I don't want that. I don't like the look of that. There we go. Let's go... This one will do a bigger attack. But Drekleg says, Final Fantasy VII Easter egg around here. Very cool. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII, so it'll not land for me, but for everyone else. Like, I love the Easter eggs like that they do put in. I think it is a nice touch for sure. We are, I feel like we're just slicing through these creatures this time. I'm gonna guess it's not me who, oh gosh, did I get too close? Who's upped my DPS considerably. I'm gonna guess it's, I think it's Razor that we have doing damage with us this time. So the Reaper is really, really helping out. But yeah, it'll be nice if we get to do some PvP at the end. I don't want to overpromise things, but I have been doing a lot of front lines recently. And Zikuro was nice enough to let me know in the Discord that some of my skills might switch with the patch. Unfortunately, I had been doing the front lines daily to try and level up my my Dark Knight, and I went in before getting that message. So there was a good battleground of me being very confused by why my attacks didn't work, and I was probably not the MVP of that team. It was it was pretty rough. However, since activating my abilities, I'm still not necessarily the MVP, but at least it looks like I'm trying, right? That's the big thing of PvP. If you can't win, at least look like you're trying. But I wanted to share that embarrassing story just to really set the tone for if we do some PvP. Alright, now I have to remember what happened in this fight. I think it was just like Yeah, that one you can't avoid. Oh, I did the A. I'm doing so bad with my rotation, friends. Let's get the dot up here. Yeah, this one you run away with these. I can do that. And we don't want to be in the way of that either. I remember this one didn't go bad even like just the first time through. I mean, I don't want to be asleep at the wheel, but I'm feeling pretty confident. I almost want to read chat, but I'm I'm thinking about it. That's when I'm gonna get taken out. Oh, what's it gonna do? It does everyone this time, yeah? Yeah. Oh, it wanted me dead. Alright, so I'm just over here. It does have a little bit more at the end, I'll tell you that. Oh, this isn't good. This ain't good at all. I want to say I played that pretty well. Like, I don't want to be too proud, but I think that was a pretty good play. I keep on not doing the full effect. I don't know why I'm panicking and using my combo points or my little stickers too soon. There we go. Let's do the full thing this time. No mistakes. There we go. Big attack for the end. There we go. Look at that damage. I love it when you just have like a bunch of the gauge filled too, and you can just burn it right after. Get the dot on before we have to move around. There we go. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Doing some damage while all this is happening. I love it. We did it. We did it. All right, let's take a look at this chat. Let's pass and pass. Zikro says it is a Sprout tank, so it makes sense. Oh, that's fair, yeah. Yurko says, yes, I know. I don't blame them, but I am still judging. Oh, as a tank main, this tank is pulling far too small for my taste. Oh, okay, that's what makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to be very upset when I tank for the first few dungeons and see how little I'm going to pull. I mean, eventually I will feel comfortable, but there'll be a while of Seesaw just pulling like a couple mobs and being like, am I alive still? Branson says, haha, yeah, they're pretty different now. Oh, the skills for PvP. This is what happens when I don't look at the chat for so long. Darkleg says, first boss of Final Fantasy VII was a mechanical scorpion. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I think someone explained that to me last time. Which is cool. It's cool that they do bring in those bosses that are familiar with the people. Zikro says, yeah, Dark Knight is very fun in PvP. I'd say the survivability aspect is very fun. Like, that's the one thing I've been, like, able to do pretty well, is that if I get in the right conditions, I can just, like, stand in a group of, like, I'd say up to 5 people and not die for a really long time, which must be pretty irritating on the enemy side, but I like doing it. Lennox says, friendly reminder to hit the like button. Thank you, Lennox. That's actually a really good point. Specifically for the streams, it does let people know that we are live. It kind of passes it out to more reach. The more it's liked, the more engagement there is. So if you do have the time and you do like the stream, toss it a like. I'd appreciate it. Yurko says, that was a risky move, but it worked. That was me avoiding the the AoE during the boss, eh? Fair. Branson says, damn, TPG, that was a pro dash move right there. Look at that. Look at that. You know, first boss, pretty proud of myself. Pretty proud of myself. Ooh. Oh my. Gonna wait here for a moment. There we go. Jojo says, it's okay as long as you don't pull only one pack. Okay, that's the rule then, eh? It's gotta be more than one pack. You still might be disappointed. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'll just have to get confidence. Maybe at the end, by the end of Shadowbringers, once I've played tank for a whole it's probably going to be like another year if I know how long I go through expansions. I'll hopefully be able to pull like a ton of mobs at once and be like the best tank ever, and then switch to something else just in time for Endwalker. And you'll all be playing the new expansion and telling me about how great it is at that time, but whatever. Whatever indeed. Hey, we got something. Steve Newman just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Like, welcome to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you enjoy the stream, Steve. It's great to have you here. It's always exciting to see people like just subscribe to the channel, because that's like an event that I never really get to track. Like I just get, you know, stats per day and stuff like that. It reminds me back of when I was starting the channel, and like I'd be able to see more every single subscriber that came in. So it's always fun seeing that. But yeah, welcome Steve, it's great to have you. Oh, and there's a Stephen Watt in the chat as well. Good morning. Steven's just showing up everywhere. Okay, we're good. Lennox, I should really focus more on pronouncing your guys' names, said we will start somewhere. We all start somewhere. Don't be ashamed to do small pulls. Yeah, that's kind of my thought. You know, it's my first time tanking. Any game where I tank, I would do a smaller pull to begin. So I'm not going to be ashamed. Don't worry. If there's one thing I've had to get over with this game and being a sprout for so long is being ashamed. It's not something that bothers me. Drell Cake says the newer dungeons gate you from pulling too much. Most of the time, the older ARR dungeons, you have to limit yourself more as a tank. Okay, that's interesting. Jojo says, oh, you doing Dark Knight for Shadowbringers? Yeah, I am doing Dark Knight for Shadowbringers. I'm currently leveling it up in the background in a panic state now that I'm here. Okay. I need to focus on this boss. This is the one that got scary last time. I will return to the chat in a second. I'm trying to remember what was so scary about it. That one I don't think I can do anything about. I mean, it's scary because he's like in like, I don't want to say a crib, but oh yeah, these things. Now these just do dots, right? And they'll just do some, yeah, some AoEs. Oh god. Okay. Oh yeah. You know what? I'm starting to remember all that went on here. Did I just do the same? I shall have to share these findings.
Initiate soul extraction.
We are spirits. I remember. We have to run around. Yep.
Ha! Success.
Okay. Okay, we gotta avoid the hand. Why can't I move? Why can't I move yet? There we go. I can move. Oh man. Okay. Doing the long way around, but we're gonna do this. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Yeah, no, we're good. Look at that, weaving it. We need one more. Yes, go. Ah! I'd say better than last time. Now we can actually attack these, right? Oh no, I shouldn't stand in this still. There we go. Let's try and get all these dead. Not bad, honestly. Come on, Yuriko, give me a score. Give me a score out of 10 in there for that. The dealing of the soul thing. Anything else that happens, I don't want to hear about it, but I think I did pretty good with that. I don't know exactly what you'd rank me out of, but... alright, how are we doing? Oh gosh. Look at this. When in doubt, follow Razor Dragon. Oh my god, now I remember everything. Alright, come on, let's do some damage. Get this dot on, and just in case we have to go run a bunch more. Some burst. Alright. We're good. I think we did this real well. I think that was better than last time. Let's take a look. Branson says a strong 7 out of 10 in my eyes. Alright, I'll take that. Yurko says that was much better than last time. There we go. I guess we'll just... I don't know, I should probably needed that. I'm panicking. But whatever. These will all pass though. I'll pass. This is getting to new stuff that I hadn't seen, so this is where things are going to start falling apart soon here. Yurko says 7.5. You hear that, Branson? Yuriko gave me a full 7.5. Not bad. I should probably use that big blast on the other side here. Do we need? Yeah, we need both sides down. I'll try and catch up on chat as well, because I know I just went through a bunch of it. Farrell says, I have yet to get into Endwalker. No idea why I haven't gone into it yet. Well, I mean, sometimes patience and, you know, anticipation is what makes things so exciting. There's nothing more exciting than the moments before you get to play a new expansion in MMOs. That's the absolute highlight. And I've said this in a lot of my MMO comparison videos or nostalgic MMO videos. The thing that I crave in MMOs, the thing that's so fun, is when you are learning. When you are in that phase, not the very first phase. It's pretty intimidating when you first enter a new expansion or first enter a new MMO, because you don't even know what things mean. But after a week, once you start to know what's good in a game, what's bad in a game, like what you should be trying to do, that's when things get so exciting. And that's, oh, I got hit by that. That's where things are the most interesting. Jojo says, evil scientist dude. Yeah, that is why it's scary. Terminus, welcome Terminus. I'm a bit late to the stream, but it looks like I'm just in time to watch from where the internet cut off last time. You are. you timed it absolutely perfectly. And to that point, actually, if anyone who can join our server wants to join for the trial after this, be sure to log in and we'll definitely add you after this. I'm gonna get hit again. This one I would give myself a 0 out of 10 on. I've done real poor on this target. Stephen Watt says, lol, Seesaw, I'd give you an 8 for not getting hit by the death claws. Thank you. That was for the second boss. This is the confusing part of me going back and reading some old chat, but I think it's nice to go back and look. Because whenever I'm watching streamers, and it's like, you know, someone who's actually able to see most of the comments, it's always sad when I comment and they're like at the busiest peak in their stream and they can't see it. So I do try to go back and see them all. Lennox says, I find that the key to the big pulls is just managing your defensive cooldowns. You usually start with an arm's length and the reprisal combination to see how the healer manages, then use 1 or 2 CDs. You're gonna be so disappointed when I like go into the first dungeon, pull like 2 groups, and use every single cooldown at the same time. You'll just be in chat with your mouth like open, like, what am I watching here? Oh man, these things are huge. I don't like these. Did we want to kill one first? I don't know. I'm just gonna kill this one. And hopefully not get killed by it. And just follow Razor Drake. Oh gosh. We're good. We're alive. I guess I could put my dot on both. That's probably... Can you put dots on both? I'm sure I've asked this before, but is it like a multi-dot spec where you can do that? Or does it like remove the other dot once I put it on someone else? I'm sure I could also just like check and watch this myself, but I'm relying on chat to learn my spec. Well, says big will be right back at the end of last time's stream. Yeah, you're right. It was a misleading will be right back. I mean, I did come back, but yeah, the right back might have been a lie. The be right back part was more the 6 attempts of trying to reconnect to it afterwards. It was sad for everyone. Okay, here we go. Yo, Xenos. We're not fighting him in the dungeon, right? Like, he must be. Is he the trial, or did we even fight him in the trial? Oh my god, he's got his golf club bag of swords. My gosh. We are gonna fight him. It's probably just gonna be one of those things where we fight him and like, wait, where's my team? Oh, everyone's already waiting. Alright, I'm sorry. Thanks for waiting for the cutscenes. No worries. Oh, my team's so nice. Alright, let's see what Xenos has. Is this 3rd time we're facing him? Yeah. Each time has gone a bit better, but none of the times have gone very well. So we're gonna see. Already we're I don't know what he's just done, but I'm awfully concerned. Okay. don't want to alarm chat, but he was glowing in red and still is? Okay.
Kill.
Oh, I love the music in the background. Why is everyone so close to dying? Am I doing something wrong? Should I be helping people? I know the tank's probably getting damaged, that makes sense. Do I stand away? I'm gonna stand away because he like pushed me back last time. Yeah, okay. Just say I learned stuff there. I don't know what this is, but I don't know if I should be standing for it. Oh, that doesn't look good. What the heck was that?
Kill.
Thank you for the heals I spun.
Let this moment last forever.
Oh my god, there's like 4 of them. 5 of them. Ooh, let's get out of that. We kill them? No, they're gonna just be another attack. Okay. Kind of to catch you where you were gonna run. No, not Razor Dragon. Don't worry, Razor Dragon, I'll avenge you. Okay, he's back, That was a quick revive. Shout out. If this is all it is, I mean, I think we can handle. There's the one attack that I really don't understand. And that was the one that brought me to half health. So as long as it doesn't kill me, I think we're okay with it. I didn't see that one coming either. Oh god. This is the one where we're gonna get... Yeah, I should move away. Oh, there's a dot out there too. That's bad. I bet you that's what damages people over time, eh? No, I shouldn't have charged. That's kind of stupid. I feel like this is a big healer fight, because there just seems to be a lot of damage you can't necessarily avoid. Oh, he's going to push people out, and then they're going to do the outside attacks, right? Yeah. Nope.
This is the end.
I mean, I got lucky there, but that was not ideal. This is another... Yeah, that... Oh, I didn't dodge it. Man, this thing's got some stuff going on. Oh, we can limit break. Nope, I'm dead. Nope. 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 Oh, look at that. I don't know if I should have accepted it right away. Did I die again?
Show me
No.
your role.
They give you like a phase. For, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we gotta kill
Just
these.
So.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my gosh. How much health does this ad have? Here we go, here we go. I'm gonna use the limit break as soon as we get onto that boss again. Okay, we got one sword down. But there's so many more. Or should we should probably team up, eh? And do like the same one. Oh no. Let's see. I'm just clicking things. Excuse me, I'm panicking. I am a gamer that panic pushes buttons when things are going so poorly. Alright, we're gonna charge up our combos and then use it on the next one to like burst it down. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm starting to think. Think things out. Not panic.
Yes. Yes.
You're panicked, I'm not panicked.
Just so.
Chat's panicked. I'm calm.
Have you the strength?
Well, that was almost death. I'm so sorry. I'm just clicking things. He's coming to kill me. Oh my god, Ice Fun's dead too. I knew it wouldn't go. Ah, there it is. Well, they might have it. Okay, we can read chat while I'm dead. Yuriko, oh, he was right. 6 times followed by 6 immediate disconnects. I mean, technically, I did come back. I liked the one time I started it up, and it randomly said I was playing New World. That was the most interesting of all the reconnects. Zuko says, now you made it past the part from last stream. I sure did. And I've paid the price. Oh man, are they going to get it? Not quite, not quite. That's a nice try. I think that was a pretty good first attempt, though. That was a good first attempt. Irko says, you can put dots on as many enemies as you want, as long as they last. Okay, so you can do that. That's nice. We need to watch out for the red slashes. Yeah, the red slashes didn't seem good. And as our healer, I'm sure you're you're upset with the amount of red slashes we got hit by. I'll try and do better, I promise. Terminus says, yeah, you can put a dot on it on multiple things. Stephen Watt says, did Seesaw say where I was showing up everywhere? Iriko says, you can't dodge red at all. Wait, you can't dodge red AoE. It's a 4-column AoE targeted at all party members. You just need to spread out so... Oh, so everyone doesn't get hit by... Okay, so yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Don't get hit by multiple. MSQ says, I'm dying. I need to push my buttons harder. you heard the keyboard going loud? Farrell says, I'm gonna load up Final Fantasy XIV to join you for the trial. Awesome, Farrell. I'm so happy to hear that. Zincro says, rip. Thank you. Jojo says, come on, tank carry. Lennox says, if you don't use any actions after you die, you won't take any damage for a little while. This gives the healer a chance to heal you. That's actually so nice, to have that kind of phase where you can kind of reestablish yourself in the fight. Pimashku says, the red slashes is unavoidable damage, actually. Okay, so I was panicking for nothing there. For swords, let's do red, blue, green in that order. Red, blue, green. Red, blue, green. I'll try and remember that. Okay, I'm pausing on chat reading again. Time to focus up. Time to push the buttons harder, as they say. Oh, I feel like he went into his, like, intense mode quicker this time. I don't want to, like... Alright, we're gonna just stay outside for a second. Because this one we can avoid. What? Was I... That was very poorly handled on my... The healer is like, you lost all of the DPS uptime and still got hit by it, Seesaw. And I have no comeback that's, you know, gonna justify how that happened. I thought I was far enough away. Alright. This is the one... No, this is the one where you get away, get away, get away, get away. Yes, okay, we did it that time. And then this is the 4 blades. We just need to spread out. As I, like, target someone with it almost. Or we're good. I'll just spread out, I guess. There's no point not to.
Let this moment last forever.
Alright, and then this we can avoid. He's going to do one in the center. And then once that goes off, we can go back in. There we go. Slice this. Alright. Luckily didn't target me, so I'm okay. I appreciate it.
Kill.
Do 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 do. The music's just so nice in the background. Calms me. Now this one's unavoidable, I'd say, as well. It's like, it's hard to know when he's going to do that. This one we can get away from. Go over here to prepare for the swords after. I still got hit by it, but at least it didn't go back. It was a pro-dodge maneuver. I feel like it must extend every time here. This one's going to be... Yeah, just that. I guess you could back out of that. I don't know. I'm probably saying I could not unavoid it. Alright, let's... Wait, we didn't do this last time. We didn't do this last time. Oh god, no.
This is the end.
Oh! Oh god, we can't stack, we can't stack. Where are the blades we have to kill?
Kill.
With the... You switch up the, I guess I'm gonna try limit breaking. We'll see how this goes.
Show me your roll.
Wow, that was some big damage. Okay, and then there's the swords. We said red first, right?
Yes. Just so.
I don't know why I'm asking you guys. I can't. I can't look at chat right now. Oh man, there's like a bar that counts up during this. Oh. Oh. I'm clicking things. I'm sorry. I'm so panicked right now. Okay. Then we said blue, I think. Right? I don't know. I'm sorry, right? Whoever gave us an order.
More!
Here we go. Here we go. Do a big burst here. Oh no. Alright, everyone got hit out though, so, you know, if everyone gets hit out, it's what it is. We can put the dot on actually, that'll help for a second, and then we'll slice it down. Maybe I should have limit braked after this. I feel like I might have used it too soon. Oh no.
Any of the strength?
Alright, what's he gonna do? He's like meditating. What are these now? Oh, he's a
The power to transcend.
Oh, he's using all of his swords. I just noticed that. Is that silly of me? That, like, I didn't even figure that out from, like, what he's up to. Here we go. We can do a big burst here. Big burst. Look at all that. Look at all that. There we go. Yes. Zeno's dead? Wow. We've grown up. We have grown up. Oh, he's not dead. He just, like, leaped away. He just enoughed us, right? You know, I've had enough of this. Hey, we did it. Look at that. Some stupid staff. No one needs that. We'll pass on that. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Very successful. I do want to catch up with chat. Just give me a quick second. Unfortunately, can't move up my chat too much. Carmen says, it was fine until we all stood in all of them. That's with those red things. Dreklik says, separate from each other on the red. Dreklik says, and stay close to the green. Yurko says, in for green, out for blue. Brenson says, you can also see that revive in Vulm phase has a yellowish debuff or buff. Lasts about 5 seconds. Yurko says, spread for red. Jojo, maybe you could use arm's length for green. It nullifies knock. Zikuro says, nice. That is a really good technique when you don't have an arm's length to use your gap closer to fight the knockback. Okay, to use yeah, see, caught that, Zirko. I'm proud. I'm proud. Oh man, Razor says get ready for round 2 in the party. So are we fighting Xenos for the trial as well? Farrell says my character Rose Blackbird is online and ready. She's on your friends list. We'll get to that in just a second, Rose, once I get out. Or Rose, I mean Rose works too, but Farrell. Linux says, what data center are you playing on? God, it's been so. I'm on Goblin, I think, the server. If someone more knowledge than the chat can... Oh, Goblin is the crystal? Okay, there we go. Yeah, look at me. I do know where I live. Vampish says, yo! Yo back at you, Vampish. Dreklik says, would you need a tank or a healer for the trial? I would say both, because I think both Icebun and Razor were DPS here, so... Or no. Icebun was a healer. So we needed 1 healer and 2 tanks, and then DPS. But let's hop out. If you are online and in the data center... please whisper me, and we'll start putting this together. I mean, after the cutscene. I'm going to watch the cutscene. I'm sorry. I forgot there'd be a cutscene. I apologize. Oh, he's just laughing at us. Okay. I thought there would be more. Oh, more laughter.
Yes! Yes! Such ferocity. Such tenacity.
Man, this guy. He's got an attitude to him, and I love it.
To recall how disappointed I was when first we fought. But finally, after bathing in the blood and offal of your enemies, finally you prove yourself worthy prey for the hunt.
Gosh. Now, I do like this. I'm gonna talk about this in the Stormblood review for sure, but one of the things I really like about what they've done with Xenos is that they did have us fight him very early on, and we were coming out of Heaven's Ward where we felt like this unstoppable hero. We fought Xenos and we just got like kicked to the side. Like we could do nothing to him at Ralgar's Reach. We then fought him, I think, halfway through, and it went a bit better, and then we fought him again. So they did this really good thing of showing our player's progression against the boss. And I think that's one of the best parts about Xenos in that side of this expansion.
It fills you even now, doesn't it? The hunger to bite down on my jugular, to feel the warmth fill your mouth and
Gosh.
remember even as you drink deep. Good. Good.
God.
This is the beast I have longed to face.
Xenos might be like a wolf at heart or something like that with these thoughts. He's got some dark thoughts for sure. I'm just going to read here. Drecklick says, would you... Oh, we read that. Karaman says, we should be able to accommodate pretty much anything, Dreckleg. I can fill any role. Northern says all jobs are needed. So Karaman and Northern are the two that ran the dungeon with me. So, and they'll be helping put things together as well. I appreciate you guys chiming in the chat there. That helps a lot with while I'm in the cutscene here. Jojo says, the next trial is very cool. I'm very excited for it. Drecklig says, I can fill tank then. Awesome to hear. He got the Final Fantasy villain monologue down. Yeah, he sure does. Stevens Watt says, I can't join, but I'll enjoy the show. Glad to have you here, Steven. Zirko says, poetically brutal is what I call it. That is a good way to put it. He is very wordy and very descriptive with his brutal text. Dreckleg says, Stormblood, my favorite expansion. Prefer the more grounded zones and Revolution storyline. I've loved the Stormblood. I really have. We'll talk more about it, but I loved it. Kerman says Xenos is going off the deep end a tad here. Or tad, yeah. He has been.
As you sharpen your claws, I too sought newfound strength. But this is no place for a final contest. Come! The heavens shall bear witness to our dance.
All right. Trial time. And we've got, let me just check the old, so 10:41, we've still got, yeah, about 40 minutes at least, and I could go a little bit longer if needed. So I think we will try and do it minimum eye level if we're able to get enough people and use the party finder effectively, and hopefully clear it. If we use minimum eye level and it's just not going to happen, that's a different, what the heck is this? How did this randomly just get brought in?
Welcome to the Royal Menagerie.
Oh, man. Hi, Xenos. I see you have a horrible creature up there.
The King of Ruin built this place for his foreign queen. He kept it filled with familiar creatures from her homeland. They bored me all.
I just love his, way of saying things. Irko says, I heard another streamer call Xenos a combat sexual. Feels like an adapt description, lol. Ink Fank says, smiley face, and then says, this was, by the way, foreshadowed while Xenos is in Doma. Very cool.
This fine specimen, on the other hand, is simply
divine. I wish I should just start speaking like him. This fine specimen, on the other hand, is simply divine. Welcome to Tiny Blue Games. My name is, of course, Seesaw or Chris. Today, we will be witnessing the demise of Xenos. Not bad, right? Should start my videos like that.
Your fates are entwined, are they not, Icon Slayer? This dragon, this embodiment of unbridled despair, born of a desperate man's burning hatred for the Empire.
Man. Drecklick says Papa Limo. Yeah, it is really... It's been so long since we lost Papa Limo, but I do... That was quite the loss, for sure. Branson's TBG Xenos style ASMR. That's what the world needs.
How raw the raging tempest that churns within its breast. No myth made manifest this, but a being of pure violence.
God, he's got a bit more raspiness to it. Olaf says Jeff's kiss Farrell says, good villain ASMR. That's what the world needs more of. More villain ASMR.
Mayhap you are the true architect of our design. You who fought the very soul of vengeance to the edge and watched him fall. You who let slip the Allegan hound to drive this icon into my arms.
So this is a primal then.
Oh,
I mean, it almost always ends up being a primal, but I should have probably known.
Forgive me, this sensation is wholly unfamiliar to me.
Wow. He, you know, back to your description, Yurko, he does seem a little bit aroused or something like that.
Question then, and I should like very much for you to speak from the heart. If I were to stand aside, what would you do to this icon?
I mean, probably destroy it, kill it, or bind it, or ... it. Let's say kill it is probably our style. Yeah, fist punch. Tough Lalafell love.
As simple as that. But of course, you are the icon slayer. Such certainty is to be expected.
Zakuro says, think back to the very end of Heaven's Word. Cameron says, this is the dragon that Ilbred summoned, and we set Omega on to take it down. Oh my goodness, that whole... right, we watched them fight. This is that dragon then. Does that mean it beat the Omega thing? Or... Gosh, this is like... forever ago now that I'm trying to remember. But so it is tying it to that kind of thing we saw at the very start. I appreciate my chat so much.
A pity. There is another alternative. Or there would be. Had you only mastered your ability.
I feel like he knows so much. Dirk says maybe, maybe not. Zakuro says spoilers. I mean, I'm very unclear still of the whole story, Zirko. Don't worry.
Does it merely render you immune to iconic influence, or is it rather that your influence is far greater than theirs? Granted, these implications are of no moment to a savage who thinks only of killing the beast before him.
Alright.
But when I read Van Belsar's reports, I immediately saw the boundless potential of the Echo. I saw how it could be instrumental in binding an icon to one's will. Hence my research and the Resonant to know so much more.
So that's why he said killing it or binding it. He's suggesting with our Echo we have the ability to bind primals to us. And he's wondering kind of if we're after the power ourselves or if we're just going to kill it and kind of waste the power. Is that kind of where he's coming from here? Yurko says, you'll need to do the 8-man raids to find out. Of course I will, Yurko. There's always more to do. I love it, though. Luminosity says they both fell from the sky in the end of the cinematic. So yeah, but we didn't really know what happened to either of them, right?
All icons must be exterminated, without exception. Such was the imperial mandate issued by my great-grandfather, after he saw firsthand the destruction wrought by one such being. They are a blight upon this star, he felt. And so he began his great and just crusade. Ha! It was not justice which spurred his campaign, but fear. Fear of the icons. Fear of their power. Cowardice made them march forth to battle. Pathetic.
Branson says exactly. Look at me understanding some stuff after everyone kind of explains it to me.
Fight
Still. Oh man, this is a freaky face.
To live, to eat, to breed. Lesser beasts snap and howl at one another for this. Only man has the wisdom and the clarity to embrace violence for its own sake. For we who are born
These
into
faces
this
are
merciless,
horrifying.
meaningless world have but one candle of life to burn. I know you understand this. You and I are one and the same. Together, we could while away the quiet hours as friend and confidant.
Do you want to be Xenos' confidant? Does that sound like a good option at this point? I should have known he was going to be a villain that would, like, tell his whole story at the end. He definitely seems like someone who wants to hear himself talk. I accept you. I deny you, for sure. What happens if you accept him?
And yet, in doing so, you prove me right. We are warriors. 'Twas plain from the first how this would end. You live for these moments, when all hangs in the balance. When the difference between life and death is but a single stroke. I live for them too! This is who we are, my friend! This is all we are! El Amigo and Doma, and call them all be damned!
Gosh, I love it. Caravan says, want to be my murder buddy? Yeah, that's a hard no from us. Iriko says, no, I want nothing to do with him. Zerko says, I feel like I'm the only one that chose Oh, it's a good thing to know about you, Zakuro. I will remember that. Branson says, you get the friendship ending to Shadow, or, wait, is Shadowbringer? No, Stormblood. God. Zakuro says, I couldn't remember the dialogue since it was like 4 years ago. Well, it's nice and fresh now. Are we gonna finally fight you? Oh my goodness. Or wait, are we fighting this thing? I mean, we're probably fighting this horrible thing, right? That's probably what this is about. Just some added explosions at the end. Wait, is this the dragon and the thing put together, or is this just the dragon? No, this just looks like the dragon. It's an enemy robot. I was like, did they fuse together? That would be wild. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
We tower above the gods. You by your gift, I by my might.
Dang, this is wild.
And before the resonant, the gods shall be made to kneel.
So he's gonna get, like, absorbed into the primal? Is that... Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. Maybe? Or is he absorbing the primal into him? Oh my god, they're doing stuff. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, he's going into the primal. Does that mean he can speak now? It does, in fact. This is wild. I mean, I kind of wish we got the fight inside it. I'm not gonna lie. Ankfank says, by the way, those metal bits have Omega's face in them, so Omega did succeed in stealing, Shinryu in the end. Thank you for, like, all the actual... So there is some change to the creature. Anfink says the bits on the barrier... Oh, on the bits on the outside of the barrier, I see. Speaking of views. Oh yeah, that thing is an interesting beast. Alright, I think we finally defeated the cutscene. The Royal Menage is now accessible. Let's see if we can get some people together here. Okay, so we do have Ice Bun. I'm just gonna scroll up and see. If you are online and you do want to join, toss me an invite and we will make it happen. Tricklick says 2 minutes. Sorry, no, that's all fine. If you're online, whisper me, friend invite me, do whatever you need to do, and we will figure it out. Just looking at, would love to join. Got invite to party. I've got a few people whispering. Terminus is here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And then I think we have Dreadclag still, if I remember. Oh, we're gonna have a full party. I think so. I think we're just waiting on Dreadclag. And I want to be as clear as I can. If I've missed someone who's whispered me or something like that, I am so sorry. I hope you understand the complexity of watching the cutscenes, juggling chat, and all that. It's not an attack on you, and I'll always hope to get you into the next thing. But just so you know, it's never an attack on anyone. Dreadclag, if you aren't in the party, try toss me a whisper when you can get in. We will wait a couple of minutes though. Yeah, we'll do minimum eye level, Zakuro. I see you. I see you. Guess I should start chatting with the group. I'm so sorry you can't join, Zakuro. I'm sorry this is how things turned out. The internet gods attacked you directly. It seemed like an attack on me, but it was actually you they were targeting with this. I'm just gonna see. I think we're still waiting on Dreadclag. Yeah, we're still waiting on. Okay. And I think he will be our last because we are at 7, which is awesome. So to reiterate, if you're someone who didn't get into this, there'll be future stuff. A big one that we are going to do as soon as the I'm going to say cross realm, but I know it's like cross data center or something like that, abilities in the game, we are doing a 24-man alliance raid and getting as many people as we can get in here for sure. All right. Dreadclag is sending something my way, either a whisper or a friend invite or something. I'm waiting. The pressure's on, Dreadclag. There, is it? I think it's you. I'm just gonna check though. Let's see if this is the right person or some imposter trying to be here. Yeah, okay, we got the last. Perfect. There we go. Northern says also me and Ice, our TBG Discord voice chat for the raid. So yeah, if anyone in this group, or really anyone, wants to join the Discord, there is a link in the description. And there is a voice chat for people who want in the raid. I'm going to stay out of it, so you guys can all talk about how I'm feeling the mechanics in that behind my back. But yeah, it is there, which will probably help. It'll help me get carried. George says, Lala fell for the win. Branson says, it's a shame for the first data center jump implementation won't be cross-region. Otherwise, I'd join for that. You know, the further all this goes, the more people will be able to join. But yeah, it's one of the hard things with this, as you know, that it has been hard to get some people who are in different data centers and stuff. But hopefully one day we get to play together. But at least I get to chat with you in chat. I've been loving doing okay, we're going to talk about one more thing and then we're going to queue into this. And Icepun seems to be doing a really good job with Razor Dragon of getting everyone organized. What I'm going to say is that I really enjoyed what I've done for the final part of Stormblood. If you remember at the start of Stormblood, I was kind of in this space where I was making videos about the story. Sometimes I'd do streams about the story. and I wasn't really sure how I liked making videos with the story. Since then, we decided to do exclusively streams when doing MSQ content, and I must say it's been the best change I've done. It's so fun to do this in stream, to have people chat about the story, have like that communication, and I've really upped the amount of streams I can do per month. We used to do exclusively one per month. I think on average we've been doing probably 2, but maybe 3. Like the amount of streams have really increased. And I hope you've enjoyed it as well, but I've enjoyed the change for sure. I think we're ready to go. Steven says, heck yeah, Alliance Party. It'll be fun. Now what I need to do is I need to adjust this. I'll just see if we're ready. I need to change things to minimum eye level. So don't worry. Minimum eye level is on. Alright, everyone's seeing the settings. Everyone's seeing the settings. I've confirmed minimum eye level. Chat, let me know if I've done this right. Let me know if I can queue now. Let me know if I did it. I'm gonna wait until chat confirms. There is a min eye level right there, but I don't want to hear it from anybody once we get in there. That looks right to me. All right, Iriko, I trust in you. We are gonna do it. Let's hop in. Oh man, the Royal Menagerie. Look at me knowing how to change the duty roulette settings like I'm not some, you know, poor sprout that knows nothing. Oh, we got the group back together. Look at all of us. Man, this is a sweet cinematic. I don't know if I would like... Yeah, this bridge seemed like a risky place to be, but alright. George says, have you spoke about your thoughts on WoW Dragonflight? I have not, actually. We can talk about that after this. I do have some thoughts on it. Remind me after this, maybe after a wipe. We're all proud of you, Seesaw. I'm glad. The fun begins. Yeah, so I'm going in blind. You can explain it to me after I keep failing. But we'll start with me blind. Here, I'll say it to the... Alright, we're going. I love it. Now, there's a corrupted aether current, or corrupted aether, which concerns me greatly. Okay, they're all running here. They're going to it. Woo! Alright, that's the thing. Now, I'm gonna find my good buddy Razor, and I'm gonna be your shadow. Oh no, I've got a thing on me. What do I do with it? Oh, I shouldn't have stacked. That was my bad. So, the corrupted... was when corrupted aether current was at full that we had to go, right? That's when... Alright, how are we doing? I think we're still fine. We're chill. Okay, that looks like just a get out of. Oh no. I wasn't planning... Oh, dang, I did bad. Let's try and get the dot on this, because I think we're going to have to run soon. Should I have seen that coming somehow? Okay, these guys have things on them. I'm going to get away. Oh, yeah, those things would be bad if you had those stacked a bit rough. Really good job. This party, I'm feeling it. I do like it. It's like we're fighting Xenos again, but it's definitely a different fight. Alright, this is probably the same thing where you have to get to the side. Is it going to be the same? I don't see it. No one's moving. What's going to happen? Something big's going to happen. Oh, it's just a big... Damn it. Okay. Oh, we phased it. Yeah, so different phase. Where's... Oh god. I keep getting stunned. Or something was happening today. Alright, there's ads. I'm gonna guess we go to these ads. Alright, where's the group going? They're going over here. They're going over here. Okay, we're alive. We're well. Some more ads. I can do that. Slice this down. I'm sorry, I'm not watching chat. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Going over here. Ooh! That one was not well executed on my side. Oh. Get out of that. I'd say this ad phase has been much more stressful for myself. Is it back in? Okay, we had a... Oh, they put a shield up. Nice. Like I'm playing with professionals. Absolutely love it. I'm like rooted, right? Active time. Oh god. What do I push? What do I push? What do I push? Tap button. Okay. Success. I did it. I can click. I can click. Oh god. Oh, we climbed onto it. Sick. So if you didn't do that, I'm guessing you were in the stomach. Damn, this is cool. All right. All right. Okay, get out, get out, get out. Oh god, run for your lives! Look at us go, troopers. Okay, boss is back at it. So far, I don't see anywhere specific we shouldn't be. Okay, I do see now something more specific where we shouldn't probably be. I am watching Razor Dragon. I am, following Razor Dragon. It's in Razor Dragon that we trust. Okay, there's stuff on people. Oh no, I need the, Oh god. Oh, there's a tail that we can hit. I don't know if I did it quick enough. So we can get this off. Yep. Now we're almost at the full Aether Current again. Okay, get out of that. We're calm. We're clean. I'm getting way too cocky with this fight, I think. We're all stacking here. I don't know if I should be. Oh yeah, okay, we're getting to the bubble. Yeah, it was good I stacked. Oh my god. What? What? What was that? What the heck was that? I'm guessing I had to not move, eh? Alright, we got a res. We're not gonna push skill quite yet. We're gonna wait until we're healed. We're gonna wait till we're healed. Okay. One death, not so bad, not so bad. Not great, not so bad though. Okay, spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out. Okay. Someone else can use Limit Break. I'm giving permission to someone else. Whenever it's time, I don't want to be trusted with it. I know I probably should be, or one of the people, but if you're in this and you can hear me, when it's time, feel free to use the Limit Break, whoever it is. Because I don't want to steal it if like it's someone who's like a healer or a tank that needs it. I don't know. Alright, we're at full Aether Current again. Yeah, so these are the big hitters. We're getting it down, 16%. Are we going to one-shot this? Now, I mean, most people have executed this properly, like, excellently probably, so I'm gonna guess I don't need to be standing on whatever was happening to Razor Dragon. Oh god. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. 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 We're safe. Let's get the dot on. I'm doing limit break. I lied. I'm stealing it. If it wipes us, I wipes us. I'm so sorry. Oh god, I shouldn't have done it. Oh god. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it, friends. I got greedy. Why'd I do it? Good thing we just have a ton of reses for Seesaw. The music's coming in. Away? Was it? Did we do it? Did we do it? I think we did it. I think we did it. Woo! Well, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I clearly carried that fight. Perfect execution of the limit break. I didn't just use it and die right after saying I wasn't going to use it. That's not how that went down at all. But I... Woo! Thank you so much for the help, everyone. Look at this. These are our heroes. Look at them. Thank you so much. We got Rose Blackbird, Ari Sakura, Sky Pirate, Timak, Dalmasca, Razor Dragon, and the Ice Bun himself. Thank you so much for the help in the clear. I clearly needed it, and I can't thank you enough. I'm going to try catching up on chat real quick. So if I'm gonna have to like go out of my screen for a second. Where are we? I'm just scrolling up through chat. Looks right to me. Okay, so they're all saying you are good. George says, have you spoke about Dragon? So that's where we started the fight. I will speak about Dragonflight after. Branson says, we're proud of you, Seesaw. Thanks so much. This fight really was a wall for a lot of players when it came out. I can definitely see that. There's some tricky stuff in there. Zekiro said, yep, but a fun wall. It didn't help that some didn't finish their job quest before the trial. So at least I did that. Ankfank says, you had paralysis debuff. Oh, is that what was stalling me when I tried to run? I see. Zekiro says, so did you guys read the post about Xenos laying eggs? What? Branson says, 0.12 seconds left. 0.1 seconds left. Talk about the close call. Oh, so we almost didn't meet a DPS timer. Dang, I didn't even know that. Olaf says, lol, that was close. Zekiro says, the theme is so good. The theme was so good. Crank up that BGM. And Frank says, classic Ice Flyer. So it was Ice Flyer. I wasn't supposed to move. Yeah, Ice gets me all the time. That's what got us on the first death. Umber Hulk says, Pog. Branson says, haha. Zekiro says, the greed. Yeah, that was me using the limit break for the second death. Olaf says, lol, worth it for the content. Darklick says, nice. Angfeg says, GG. Yurko says, slash clap. Zekiro says, good job. Olaf says, GG. Nocturne Phoenix says, confetti. Yuriko says, honestly, did really well for your first time. Thanks so much, Yuriko. Stephen Watt says, lol, in the true melee DPS fashion. I'm glad I'm living up to the role. Jojo says, GG. Drekleg says, first time done, min eye level. And we are going back into the game here because we finally caught up. Yuriko says, this is not an easy fight. So many sprouts spend the whole fight dead. Well, I mean, if I didn't get rezzed, I probably would be dead the whole time. And Jojo says, Xenos eggs? What? Darklick says, I legit just resubbed after 3 months break and was setting up hotkeys right before the fight. Well, thank you so much, Darklick. Well, thanks for coming back for that. I appreciate. Razor Dragon says, now CS, after the final cutscene, go to Ralgar's Reach and get yourself some Scaven gear? Okay, we'll look at it. We might do the PvP first, we'll see. But we're going to go into the cutscene. Once again, thanks everyone. Time for the cutscene. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we see. Cameron says, oh, for that 0.2 seconds left on the active timer maneuver, you don't have to click it. You can press any key button. Oh, I was slow on that almost. So I could have pushed any button. That probably would have been a lot easier. Olaf says, I remember there was some complaints about the fight since it was story content, but pretty tough. My only complaint was coming in late, and my queue was over an hour. Ooh, that would be hard. Did Xenos just faceplant to the garden? I love it. I love it.
Are you all right?
I'm doing all right. Thanks, Lise. Thanks for your help. Zirko says, I mean, the ad phase drops eggs and spawns the dragon. So I guess it's Xenos laying eggs. You're right. That is weird, Zikro. That is interesting. I'd say the ad phase was one of the harder ones. Despite the fact I didn't die, there was the most close calls for me on the ad phase.
Xenos.
Xenos. Just like a blood spurt. If you're wondering about that weird laugh noise, that's what it sounds like when Seesaw actually gets startled and laughs. It's an interesting sound. Gosh.
And yet, there is only joy. Transcendent joy that I have never known.
Oh, I gotta love him.
Invigorating, how pure this feeling.
Just standing in his field of flowers, enjoying it. Stephen Watt says, lol, yeah, the clutch active time maneuver is safe, though. For the content, exactly. It was calculated. It wasn't me just trying to figure out what I had to do. Don't worry about it at all. It was purely for the content.
Is that what this was all about? All the meaningless death and destruction, so you could feel something?
Yes. He's been bored.
Meaningless. Men die that others may live. Those who survive are stronger for it. Not that you could ever understand. To have stood upon this great stage of fools. To have played my part to perfection. Oh, this.
Oh, this.
This moment. Let it be enshrined in eternity. My heart beating out of time. So clear. So vivid. So real.
Gosh.
So real.
He is like a poet for sure. Olaf says, Xenos smoking a cigarette. Was it good for you? He does have that feeling. Like he was satisfied by the fight for sure. Oh my god.
Coward!
Stop!
Farewell, my first friend.
What the heck?
Enemy.
This is wild. Good God. Oh, God. In a field of flowers.
Where is he?
I mean, he's right here. Farrell says, I never understood why some people hated Xenos. I always liked him. Dreklik says, dark turn. Rip. Yeah, it was a super dark turn. I mean,
he's dead.
He was talking about killing people,
by
but
his own hand.
I wasn't expecting that for sure.
And justice has been done.
Dang.
No. There's no justice in that rabid animal's end.
I think Lisa wanted to like do the action. Yurko says, Farrell, I could explain it to you, but it would necessitate getting deep into the spoiler territory, so I'm not going to do it here. That's about why people don't like Xenos, I guess. Yeah, it is. Going out on a high point. I mean, he did just lose to us, but like he chose his own way, I guess.
Or death. that so many should be forced to take up this creed to defeat such madness.
This is just wild.
We won. Forget him. The living have need of us now.
Stand tall, Lys. Now is the time to raise a cheer for all who fought for freedom. A cheer loud enough to carry to the highest heavens.
I like that Han came here for this. It would have felt worse if he was just, you know, still on the other side of the world. And, like, it makes sense because he's leading the people there, but I think he was such an integral part of the story that him being here for it makes sense. For sure. And his entrance was very cool, too.
You're right. Thank you. Without you... well, you know.
You know. We'd all be dead. Gotta have our friend
So let's do
Seesaw
it
here.
together. For Alamigo!
Look at Lys go. I wouldn't be surprised if Lys was not involved in Shadowbringers. Like, this is her big story, and she's gonna be, like, kind of retired for the next like, because this game does a really good job of kind of having a selection of heroes, I'd say, presented in the story for each expansion. So I'd be, you know, I'd see her waiting back for the next one. I don't know who Shadowbringers will focus on. Oh, the cheering's back. The cheering is back. Jojo says, well, yeah, but he loved the fight. Sure did. Oh, this is so epic. Look at us coming around the corner. Look at all. They do such a good job of just, like, bringing the people who were integral to the story to the forefront. I think this... I played the most recent Guild Wars 2 expansion, and I'm not going to spoil the story for anyone, but one of the things that expansion did well compared to some of the other Guild Wars 2 expansions is, number one, they had a subsection of their heroes be the main focus for the expansion, and they did a good job of having a closing chapter where those heroes all got to share their point of view and everything. And I want to say they took inspiration from this, because Final Fantasy just makes you fall in love with all these characters because you get to hear their opinions on all of these little chapters in the story. And I think it's the little things like that that build up the characters over time. It seems like a very small thing in the instant. Like, it might be just a couple text boxes, it might not even be voiced. But knowing that they were there for all these parts, it's so big. But yeah, this is definitely a high point for Lys. But like seeing Emmerich here or whatever, like it reminds you we did Heaven's Ward. Like, the story feels like a whole. Arenvald. Reklik says, meant that to be a smiley. Olaf says, so off topic, but I just finished my personal story in Guild Wars 2 and I got an email saying Living World Season 1 is free today. It is. Olaf, I guess it's sort of on topic now that you're talking about Guild Wars 2. Look at that.
Began, and in Crimson it ended.
Oh, she's going to close the chapter too.
And then we were free.
There's so much heart put into this. I love it. Like, I'm getting those tingles you get. I'm getting the tingles. Like when you hear a good song or something like that. Yeah, and there's the credits. Base game, our base expansion of Stormblood, finito. We did it.
But what is freedom, really?
It'll be interesting to see what happens to the Fredola. Yurko says, so, time for that explanation of the quest titles I mentioned in the last stream. All of the quests for key plot moments have titles that are lines from the Alamigo National Anthem. Oh my god, there's so much detail put into this. That's so cool. Zikuro says, the Lalafell waddle makes every cutscene a little funny. It's true. It's true.
We may be free to live, to love, to grow old. to have dreams and desires, and to strive for them.
Oh, this is so nice.
But in the end, we're defined by the legacy our forefathers bequeathed to us.
Yurko says, which
Even
you're hearing right
Xenos
now.
was once a baby in the cradle, innocent and pure. He was made into a creature that lived only for death, not born one.
Ankfink says, you heard
20
Garlemand's
years of Imperial rule have
heard
left
Garlemand
Alamigo
a
torn
version of this
and
at the beginning of
bleeding.
the Stormblood. Oh, very interesting. So this is the true anthem that they're singing now that we've kind of taken over. George Squires says goosebumps. Yeah, the tingles, the goosebumps. And Ankfink
won't be
says
easy to fill a
they basically
generation's
took
worth
the
of
national
wounds
anthem of
to bridge
Alamigo
the gap.
and bastardized it.
But I won't give up Papalimo.
So this is
I
kind of
won't.
a triumphant act as well. Oh, it's nice that she reflects on Papalimo there. Olaf says, congrats on finishing the story. Thanks, Olaf. Thank you for being here.
Because I remember the price of freedom.
Her character really had a lot of development in this expansion. Like, it's impressive how much they put into
the
Lise.
smoke and the ashes and the blood. I remember the screams and the silence.
This is different than how they did
And I'll do whatever
the
it
credits
takes
for Heavensward, right? Like
to
the
honor
Heavensward's
their
ones, I think, were
sacrifice,
just a
build a
credit
home
screen. This
for
one
us
seems a
all.
lot more interactive
I
and kind of telling a
promise you.
story at the same time as giving credits. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I do enjoy this. I like that it's kind of like still content for you. I love her samurai outfit. It fits so well with all this.
This is the end.
Northern says, hopefully this has given you a few points for next Friday's interview. Yes,
The end of the
I am doing an
Imperial
interview
province
Friday
of
with
Alamigo
Northern.
and the rebirth
I'm not sure
of
where you stream
Alamigo,
Northern, but if you want
the
to
free nation.
let the chat know,
Long may she endure.
yeah, show up. I'll try and maybe do a post actually as well, because Northern's going to just ask some questions about not about Heavensward, about Stormblood, but Final Fantasy in general. So yeah. I'll let Northern give more details if he wants to give it. I won't overshare. And then this is the credits, I remember. So Dracula says the budget. Fair enough, fair enough. Yurkus says, no, they did the same in Heavens. Oh, maybe they did do the same thing in Heavensward. And maybe I just remembered this part is probably what it is. Because obviously it's happening now. Northern says, I can stream here on YouTube. Nice. Well, in that case, yeah. Maybe in Discord. Is it on the Northern channel? Is that where you do your streaming? Because we may as well announce it to people. It'll be fun to do kind of more of an interview style piece. I like people asking me questions. Branson says, Heavensward also did a credits cutscene though. I'd say Stormblood was way longer. Okay, so maybe that's why I just don't remember it as much. But yeah, what time is it actually after? Okay, so it is 11:27, so it's about 90 minutes. What that means is I'll probably just spend the last little bit here just chatting about the expansion, and maybe we'll touch on Dragonflight for a second as well. And I'll probably save the PvP for a video. I'll probably do it this week sometime, and we'll see if it launches next week or the week after, but we'll have a video of my first experience in that new PvP mode, just to not rush things and really take my time with it. But yeah, I'd love to talk a bit more about the finish of this, as well as Dragonflight. Zakura says, I am sad that they don't play this song in-game and only in credits. It's a nice song. Northern says, yeah, on my channel. I can send a link. Nice. Thanks, Northern. And Inkfink says, at Zakuro, well, then it technically is the game. I mean, technically, you're right, Inkfink, but I get what you're saying, Zakuro. But yeah, maybe I'll take a moment just to talk a little bit about the Dragonflight expansion. I do want to just go through the credits and listen to the song. I did watch the expansion trailer, as well as the interviews that have been provided. So I guess first off, my perspective with all MMOs is not to hate on any MMO. Now, actions that Blizzard itself has done, yeah, I don't think it's, it was a good place, and I'm glad that they're cleaning some stuff up. I'm sure there's still a long way to go. I'm not going to touch on that side of things, but looking just directly at games, I'm definitely not a channel that like hates an MMO. Whereas you see that tribalism a lot with other MMOs, like, if you like this game, you can't like that game. And that's not the way I do it. I like all games. And it's something I struggle with as someone who plays WoW and Final Fantasy. You see those two clash a lot. As someone who still enjoys New World, I see a lot of negativity about New World, which some of it very warranted, though I'll say that the game has been making some very good changes lately. And it's still an infant in terms of MMOs. So saying a game, can't progress past that infancy stage is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, Dragonflight, what are my thoughts? The actual trailer I thought was really, it's always a pleasure to watch. The cinematic quality that Blizzard has is great. As someone who hasn't, I started playing WoW at the end of Wrath. I don't know a ton about the dragons. Like I never really got into the lore, so what's happening in there isn't as like monumental to me as it might be to someone who knows all of the characters in those in that expansion. So what I do appreciate is that it's not like a grand Cosmo alternate reality expansion for them. I think that's what they needed to do, something that happens in their world and is actually like impactful to the world that they're in. I think I'm just going to catch up on chat, actually, before I go into too much of a tangent. Zirko says, lol, you know what I mean. Drekleg says, you planning on playing tank for Shadowbringer? I sure am, Drekleg. I'm playing the Dark Knight for Shadowbringers. I will be leveling it up as we go through the post-Stormblood content. I think I'm almost at 50, which doesn't sound very far, but I have been getting like a level-ish per day at the moment. Yurko says, Susan Calloway's voice is always a joy to listen to. I love her vocals and answers and Dragon Song too. It is nice to, like, this is just such nice singing. Ankfang says that Zukuro, I'm used to some games having themes and only playing it during the credits. I'm fine with it. Northern says, given that WoW is releasing a Dragon expansion, maybe you can make a comparison on Guild Wars 2, WoW, and Final Fantasy XIV's Dragon expansion. I guess, yeah, everyone's had a different Dragon expansion. I mean, and to be fair, WoW's already done a Dragon expansion as well. Cataclysm was all about dragons in a lot of ways, and some other chapters in other expansions as well. But, Deathwing, the big baddie of that one, was a dragon. It was all about dragons, so it's not like it's their first ever Dragon expansion. And they're going about it in a very different way. End of Dragons for Guild Wars 2 is also thematically different, as dragons are such a big part of Guild Wars 2. Like, that was the main staple of Guild Wars 2 in terms of lore. And it was kind of concluding that dragon story. So it kind of works well for WoW and Guild Wars 2, where they're like, hey, we're going to move away a bit from dragons. And WoW's like, oh, we're going to do some dragon stuff. So that's kind of nice. And then Heavensward, Heavensward dealt with dragons, for sure, but it was more of a fight against dragons, I guess. Like, you were dragoons fighting dragons. There were good dragons you were allied with, for sure, but it was more of a war against dragons, where for WoW, it seems like we're going to be on allies with the dragons, and the new race and class that they're releasing is like a dragon or whatever, or dragon-esque character. So I'd say different then as well. I think, fantasy games in general, you're going to have dragons show up a lot. In terms of comparison points, I think one of the most interesting things to talk about is Guild Wars 2 and WoW and how they're doing the mounts, right? I'm sure everyone's seen the videos of how similar the animations look for those new dragon riding and stuff like that. I love this song too. Which zone is this from? I love this music. I've seen a lot of people talk about that. And I think, there's definitely an issue when it's too close in terms of the actual style and animation. But in terms of the idea of bringing in a different way of doing mounts and copying how Guild Wars 2 has made their mounts feel, like without getting too much into the actual style and stuff like that, because there is a fine line there, I think games should take good features from other games. For Guild Wars 2, yes, they're losing a differentiating factor. Who knows if WoW is going to implement it as well as Guild Wars 2, but it's probably one of the highest praises you can get in terms of the MMOs and the features. If someone thinks it's good enough to take it, I think, there's a lot of good that they're saying about Guild Wars 2 there. And I think it's a good idea. Like, let's be honest, all of these games take ideas and inspiration from each other. That's just how competition leads to better games. And I think it is, it's good to see in some ways. As long as, once again, I haven't played the game, so we'll have to see how close those animations are. Or if they release skins that are exactly the same and stuff like that, that's where it gets a little bit issue. Olaf says, I only have so much time to play MMOs, so my thoughts on Dragonblight is that it looks great, and I would enjoy it if I hadn't already moved on to Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2, and ESO. They lost me, and I moved on. That's fair. That's completely fair. And I get your point. I am definitely someone who dives deep into a game and then moves to the next one. For instance, I'm playing New World pretty actively with like kind of my real life friends right now. We'll probably move to whatever the next game is. It might actually be Wrath of the Lich King Classic, because we all played Wrath and we're pretty excited about that. And we kind of jump around, and then I play a solo game on my side. And for a long time, it's been Final Fantasy XIV, and I think it's going to continue to be that. But the game that me and my group of friends play will probably keep moving along. And you're probably wondering, okay, why don't your real-life friends play Final Fantasy XIV? They are people who would never make it through the MSQ. They just wouldn't. There's also 5 of us, and a lot of the content, like dungeon-wise, is 4, so there's kind of that issue. We faced that in ESO as well. But I kind of like it. I like it's why I've been able to go slow in Final Fantasy XIV, right? Because I don't have that urge to get the end game to do stuff with people in real life. They're like, dude, you're so slow. And the people I've found who I'm friends with, on YouTube and in Final Fantasy XIV, they appreciate that I'm taking my time. And I love that. Olaf says, if I hadn't committed to other things while they got their act together, they'd probably yank me back. Yurko says, I've personally decided I'm not going to buy any Blizzard products for the foreseeable future. If Blizz cleans things up and keeps things clean for a decent time, I'll I think that's a very valid way to think. And I'm not going to change anyone's mind who thinks that. I think you're completely, if that's your decision, that I can absolutely see the decision for sure. So, I respect it. I do. Enkfink says, Yaxiana? That's Yaxiana. Oh, the music, I mean. Yeah, Yaxiana Date. Oh, the one that I liked. Yeah. This goes on for a while. I'm just enjoying it. We're just having a nice chat while we listen to the music. Linux W says, the games do make things from each other, such as game modes, quality of life features and systems, but themes of dragon and knights are just staples of high fantasy European. Yeah, for sure. You can't look at Dragonflight and be mad that they're making an expansion about dragons. I mean, they've already done expansions about dragons, and every single fantasy game is usually talking about dragons at one point or another. So I think, it would be a little bit ridiculous to be mad about that aspect of it. When you get deeper, like Guild Wars 2 has more of a valid complaint with the Dragonflight feature, and how close some of those animations are. But I still think, as long as it's not ridiculous and they're not copying aesthetically exactly the thing, like having the idea of it in the game is okay. Zirko says, just a heads up, there are a few after credit cutscenes. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should, if I push escape, will it just bring me to the cutscenes afterwards? I'll wait to be sure before I hit escape, because I don't want to miss everything. But thank you for the heads up, because you're like, Seesaw, you're going to be upset when you find out there's a lot more to listen to, and you're going to go way over your time. Yeah, because we're already a little bit past here. So maybe I'll cut through this if I do just hit escape. You can skip the credits. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Yes. Cool. Thank you for patiently waiting for me then. I'm so hesitant to miss anything, you know? He returned. You know who would have been good against that last dragon that we fought?
Mess we've made.
It would have been cool if he flew and actually like to help finish it off at the end. That would have been real cool. I'm just going to clean up chat quickly. Yurko says, if you decide you need to wrap things up, you can safely skip credits. The post-credit scenes will play still free. Thank you. That's yeah, so we'll do that. Olaf says, I think Dragonflight looks great so far. I'm interested. I'm not hating on Blizz or WoW. It's just too late for me, but I'll keep keeping an eye on the story as it goes. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think Dragonflight, you know, it's probably going to be, I would guess, midway into 2023. Like, so it's a while out before I even have to think about if I'm going to play it or not. I'm certainly not going to pre-order it or anything like that before, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in or something like that. So we'll see when we get there. I mean, I like to just play all current MMOs because a big staple of my YouTube channel is comparing them. And you know, at least having an idea of what each game's doing and bringing to the table, I think is important for me. So that's kind of another angle that I think of. Olaf says, and I'm definitely also going to play Wrath Classic. Yeah, I'm excited for Wrath Classic. Inkfink says you can skip. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Estinian, yes. Let's get into it. And we can let my voice recover because I can hear myself starting to. Oh my God, the dragon eyes.
All but spent feeding that primal, eh? Well, you won't be making any mischief with that amount of ether.
Interesting.
Still, better safe than sorry.
It's gonna stab each eye. Love it. His lance is so cool.
There ends your hateful legacy.
Oh, he was just by himself, eh? So I guess our character didn't even see him come after all this. Interesting. Olaf says he's the Azure Dragon. He sure is. Who's this? Oh. Is this like Xenos' dad or something? Varys Zos Galvos says it's over. My condolences for your loss. A father should... Oh, he was his father. Good guess. Should not outlive his son. What nonsense. Oh, man. I thought we were going to make it an entire expansion without the Asians coming up from behind, but here they are. They sneak in at the end. Zikuro says, so he technically finished off the dragon? I guess he does get credit. Kerman says, nope, he's just been having fun sneaking about in the background. He's a bit shy. I get it. Terminus says, wrapping up loose ends from Heavensward. In an expansion later, yeah. Irko says, you've met Varys once before back in Heavensward. Okay, have I? Try and remind me where I met him, Irko. I apologize. I know what he was. Monsters are made of monsters are not made for thrones. Nor are stars made to sustain false gods who sup on their very essence. Icons summoned by desperate savages who hearken to whisper of shadowless chartlands. God, I remember reading these guys in their talk. Engfank says, we couldn't do what Einstein did because of the amount of ether they used to have. I've seen some people criticize why we didn't just do that at the end of 3.3. So they've been spending ether, and that's why it had to wait until here. But he could only do that safely because they were at this point of emptiness. Oh, like empty batteries. This point, empty batteries. Zirko says he is the Emperor of Garlemald. You meet him at around the Bismarck Primal. Oh, they fly that big ship in, don't they? In the is it the Sea of Clouds that we're doing it in? And they fly that big ship in? I'm trying to remember. Should you raise a hand against my black robe, brethren, I will not stop you. Our desires are one and the same. Preservation, restoration. Compression, resurrection, all is in service to your one true God. And when the surrendered shards are made whole, will there be a place for us mere mortals? I like their masks. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will, your radiance. You will come to trust me in time. Until then, mayhap you will find this reassuring. Inkfink says, first time you see Varys is in 2.1 cutscene. Yurko says, yep, that's when it... Okay, so that is the ship that flies in when he takes the seat of the Emperor. Okay. So we've kind of been watching some background knowledge for him. Oh my gosh. Who is it? Oh my god, it's a surprise face. How dare you? Oh my god, who is it? Did we not get to know? Ah. I hate it. I want to know. How dare they do this to me? You're no longer receiving XP bonus. Okay, fair enough. Oh, we saw some people in their party. Well. Oh, we do have some achievements. Teleport. I don't really want to teleport to Ralgo. Well, it's Ralgo's reach. Okay, fine. Oh, I guess no. We should do this quest first. That would have been a big mistake. We did it. We liberated Almigo. I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to feel about it. Relief, I suppose. Pride and hope, too. We did it. Father, Yida, Papalimo, Conrad, Merfrid, Minfilia. We really did it. Look at the cheering. I love it. Hey, don't feel like you have to stand here listening to me mumble. Everyone else will want to talk to you. You beat him after all. You're the real hero of the story. So run along and take your plaudits. And our friends are here to celebrate. Woo! Zikura says, dun dun dun, ooh, mystery. Branson says, the tease. Kerman says, they love a good cliffhanger. That sure do. I know, no one's gonna tell me. I respect it. Oh, we get to go talk to people up here. Alright, let's go finish talking to people. We are over time, so we're just gonna go chat with some people. What's Yugiri gotta say? For you to best Xenos, even after he had harnessed all of the power of the Primal, is a testament to your ever-growing strength. Not bitter to have had your vengeance stolen from by another. There is a small regret. There's some small regret, perhaps, but that was outweighed by my satisfaction I find in his death. I commend you, Seesaw. All, as we should all. Xenos was a monster, a tyrant, the man who killed my father and countless others of my countrymen. The world is a better place without him. I should also praise Master Alphino for his foresight and restraint. Had he not intervened, I might never have had the pleasure of being reunited with Hakura and his Lupin brothers. 'Twas timely intervention, aye. Full glad am I not to be burdened with the guilt of killing Lord Tian's most trusted allies. Haha, indeed, my friend, indeed. So this is nice that we're going around talking to everyone. Azurka says, once you finish the quest, you will be done with Stormblood. Then 2 patches. Alright, let's go talk to people. We want to for sure finish it off. After all we have been through, it really should... I really should know better than to worry, but as ever, The relief I felt upon finding you hale and whole in the royal menagerie well nigh reduced me to tears. The warrior of light, victorious again. I should be surprised if some small part of you had not come to resent the title and responsibilities with accompanying it, which accompany it. You must forgive us if we call you hero when you accomplish heroic feats. But as the warrior of light goes, so goes the world. You should take pride in the good you have done and the good you have inspired others to do. You are a natural-born leader of men, Seesaw. And these people weren't just following their commanders, they were following you. Wow. And you led them to victory, to freedom. Alas, not everyone could see the journey through to its end, but history shall remember them, and the glorious future they made possible. Wow. Wow. Zirko says, then to the pouches. Olaf says, only the patch content left until the part I've been waiting for since 2019. I promised we'd get there. I promised we'd get there. Can you believe it? We won. We beat the bastard. Alamigo. Heh, sorry. Got a bit carried away there, didn't I? It's hard not to, you know? We owe it to our friends. We buried to shout and scream and cheer with all of our hearts. I want them to know it wasn't for nothing, that it's finally over, and they can rest in peace. You hear that, lads? Sniffle. We'll be all right. We'll be, oh, bugger, not again. I'm so sorry. I'm so bleeding happy. I could cry. I love it. I love how everyone has different ways of dealing with it. The hero of the hour. I suppose we've all said we'll have to add Liberator to your titles. With their commander fallen, the remainder of the 12th, chose to surrender to our forces. After 20 long years, it's official. The occupation is ended. But now the hard work starts. Though the people have had their fill of kings, there's no clear consensus on what sort of government they would prefer instead. Indeed, Father, monumentous as this achievement may be, the road which lies before us is no less uncertain than the one we've walked. Aye, yet if we cannot overcome 2 decades of oppression, I have no doubt we can find a way forward. Thank you, Seesaw, for helping make this dream a reality. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You get to hear how everyone is dealing with it, right? There's one more to go to that's far enough away that I felt it was worth driving to. Yeah, at least would make a good endpoint for sure. Finish your rounds? Great. In that case, I'd like you to come with me back to Ralger's Reach. Not for a rematch or anything, sadly. I want to call all the science together. I'll explain later. Oh, we got teleported already. Look at that. Vampish says, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up yourself, Vampish? Just about to finish off the base Stormblood expansion. I don't even know where to begin. All right. That was it? Easy. Easy. Oh, it's a cutscene. That's why. That's why.
We've been through a lot together, haven't we? I can't thank you enough. There's something I need to say to you all. That is, if you have a moment.
I'd say we do have a moment, Lise. But it's also just me right here. So... there we go. The Scions. Oh, it looks like... oh, wait, no, Alizé is healed up.
Good.
She's there.
You're all here. Good. Good. Thank you doesn't really suffice, does it? I'm grateful. Truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. But I know you didn't fight so hard just to hear me or anyone else say that. You fought because you wanted to help, because you believed it was right. Because you're Scions.
I sure
now,
did.
I'm obviously a Scion, but as Conrad left me in charge of things here, I also have responsibilities to Alamigo.
Yeah, she's gonna stay here.
When I put it like that, though, I realized I couldn't even pretend to be impartial anymore. So it seemed best to make it official. As long as I serve Alamigo, I can't be a scion. It might be selfish and short-sighted, but that's my decision.
Wow. No, I like it. I like that they're... I hope we get to see her, kind of like we saw Estinian and Emmerich or whatever.
Am I to understand that you summoned us all, some of us still nursing wounds, to hear this?
I love it.
Oh, I didn't,
Forgive me, Lise. 'Twas but a jest. But this I say with the utmost sincerity. Scion or no, we are comrades, now and ever after. Is that not so?
Is that not so? They're like, eh. Oh, Cryo looks like she's doing well. And Alize.
There you have it. Come what may, you may count on us in your hour of need. We shall never refuse you.
Stola. Oh, gods. I swore I wouldn't cry.
Wow, she cries sparkles. Would you look at that? He still is very sassy. Oh my god. He's alive.
Come back here.
Yes!
Slippery
I
little
didn't
devil.
think he was dead. I didn't think he was dead.
To think fishing could be so difficult.
This is such a nice reveal.
What greater proof of a man's lingering mortality than an empty belly? A fate worse than death.
Oh, so good. Cameron says Yustola is savage and we love her for it. Farrell says Yustola is very sassy and I love it. Northern says after cutscene, please head over to, he gives me the exact location, Raga's Reach. That's where you'll find, okay, I'll go to the vendor. I will, I promise. Carmen says, I'd forgotten this cutscene was now.
Fie on it. To have arrived at the appointed place and time only to survive by mere force of habit. Truly, the Kami are not finished with us yet. Oh, capricious fortune. How you test me with this wretched soul.
Wait, is she live too? Really? Well, how I guess they just like floated out to sea or something. Interesting. That's an interesting. I would have figured she'd be dead. This is where Estinian was at the start, right? This hole here. Yukio says, dun dun dun. Zakura says, the suspense. We had to wait months waiting to see what happens after this. Oh, Sid's here. This is indeed the work of either Shinru or the Omega. Oh, so it was them that made the hole. It's all coming together. And since there is undeniably something down there radiating a massive amount of energy, which cannot very well be the late Viceroy's Lap Dragon, yes. I think we have our... So this must be the Omega that's down there then, yeah? Inkfank says it's nice how NPCs mentioned that they didn't find the bodies and that they could have been drifted to sea. If you talk to them right after dawn. Interesting. Well, this is a mess of our own making, so it falls on us to clean it up. It won't be easy, but is it ever? Is this the raid? Is it Omega that we fight in the raid? And now comes the part where you say you've got no choice but to divert the company resources and employees to this project for hours. Lost profits, belligerent clients, be damned. Financial considerations notwithstanding, you have to admit there is a unqualifiable benefit to giving our people the opportunity to study such advanced technology. Oh, is that before or after you blow up or seal it away? Fine, fine, but the moment I judge this little venture's unsustainable, risk the ironworks, I'm ending it. Savvy? Zirko says, yep, our 8-man trial. Irko says, this is the raid. Carmen says, well guessed, that's the raid. Look at me. I can put some stuff together. And to keep you honest, using my authority as deputy president, I'm going ahead and brought a consultant, a master of engineering and mechanical genius. Who's this? You didn't. Who is it? God, they love just like playing with us. Come now, you mustn't be build their expectations too high. It will be less dramatic when I surpass them. Oh no, absolutely not. This is not happening. Oh, it's not Biggs or... okay. Nero Toscava, eager to begin his first day as a loyal member of the Ironworks team. Looking forward to working with you, Garland. Interesting. Inkfink says they always foreshadow the raid series at the end of patch X.0. Oh man, look at all that. So fell. Okay, I can read it quick enough. My bad. Mount speed increased. There we go. The Wrath of the Queen. Alright, are we done? Are we done, Heavensward, or do I need to take this, like, last quest? I think we're done. Where is the gear? There's Rose Blackbird. We did it! Where is, our friend? I'm gonna guess it's over here. Zirko says, woo! Engfank says, 4.0 done. Branson says, yup. Eric says, that's the end of 4.0. Baseline Stormblood. We did it! Woo! There we go. We, well, I think, honestly, thank goodness we split this into two different streams. I mean, the internet chose it, but it's probably for the best, honestly. Elegant Poets. Is this what we want? Paladin, Warrior. Oh yeah, okay, Samurai. How many do we have? 5-7. We can buy one piece of gear. What piece of gear should I buy? With my 600, well, maybe we can buy 2. All right, let's hear it. What should I buy? Oh, people are whispering us congratulations in game. The quest starts 4.1. Okay, so we'll wait to start that. Zirko says you want 2. Is what you want. Oh. So I'm in the wrong. I want this. Right? Scavian. Yeah, okay. Go to the second one. Alright. What do we want to buy from here? I just whispered to people. Go to the second tab. What do we want to buy? Oh my god, some big... we can get weapons. No, there's no weapons. The head could be cool. Yeah, you're good now. By the way, you can click and show all that select your job. Oh. Look at that. All right. I mean, chest piece might be good. Usually body and legs is the best boost. Well, maybe I'll do body. All right, here we go. I'm gonna be upset because I'm gonna lose out on my my lovely robe. I'm gonna have to like take something out of my yep. Yep. You know how I said I was gonna clean things up? I like definitely didn't. God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're witnessing this. Ooh. Fancy. Update that gear set. There we go. Look at me. Thanks, Rose Blackbird. Glamorous. Engfank says weapons are on different vendor. Oh, okay. Well, I like that we did the body. I think it's nice. Glamours. All right. I think it is time for us to call the stream to an end. Thank you so much, everyone. I know I loved going through the story with you, going through the base game, base expansion of Stormblood. It's been, I think this last portion here where we've done everything live has been one of my favorite things that we've done so far in Final Fantasy XIV. And this stream was excellent, doing both the dungeon and the trial. So thank you so much for making this such a special experience. We will continue to do MSQ live. I think there'll probably be a little pause as I need to do some leveling on my Dark Knight, and I also want to try out some of the new features like Battleground, or whatever the new Battleground's called. I think it's like Crystal Conflict or something like that. There should be a video coming out about the Crystal Conflict soon. I don't know if I'll have one ready for next weekend. I might take a break next weekend. I am doing an interview with Razor Dragon, or Northern, as he's called on YouTube. I'll try and post some information about that so you guys can catch it. It's on the Friday, I believe, around, I think we said 5 p.m. Anyways, I think it's 5 p.m. on Friday for my time. So I'll try and post some stuff if you guys want to listen to the interview. But otherwise, we'll do more content. We've got lots coming up. So thanks so much. Zirko says, lol, you should we do an inventory space cleanup stream? That sounds really exciting. I'm sure lots of people would love it. Olaf says it doesn't look bad. Terminus says, good stream, and congrats on beating Stormblood. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I can't thank you enough. I will do one bow to all of our friends who helped out today. But with that, I think we'll call it for the day. Thank you so much for coming.